Before I explain to you the business opportunity, I wanted to share with you my story and the reason why I started Herbalife and how I started Herbalife. My friends Yanel and Eddie, I've known them for way before they did their Herbalife. I knew them, Yanel was Eddie's girlfriend, and Eddie was, he used to work at a hospital for over 10 years. And he used to also be a promoter, so he was always involved in the nightlife. Actually was the first one to introduce him to the nutrition, and that's how he decided to join her in her journey. Long story short, when they first started 4 years ago, they hit me up on Instagram. They were like, "Oh, Julie, you should try this Herbalife thing." But mind you, I was like an Herbalife hater. Like, I didn't want anything to do with it. I thought everything was fake. I thought that the products weren't like good. Like, I wasn't like well educated about the whole nutrition side of it, and I definitely wasn't educated on the business side of it. So I was like, no, I don't want to do it. No, right? All right. So I kept watching them. I was stalking their Instagram. Mind you, they were my friends. So, I kept looking at them. And then I was like, damn, they look extremely happy. Like, I don't know, like, what's going on here? Like, is this real? So I just kept watching them. And then another year passed. So this is 2 years now they're into their business. Eddie hits me up again. He was like, "Hey, Julie, what's going on? What's going on? You guys should come over to Fit Camp, so that we can get together. The Herbalife Fit Camp." And me, he was like, "Oh, invite Eddie. Eddie, my husband, Eddie, because they're both Eddies." He was like, I was like, "Oh, I don't know, I'm not ready." So then Yanel hits me up. Yanel was like, "Oh, I'm starting a new team. I want you to join my team. Are you ready to do this?" And I was like, I was coming up with excuses. I was like, I don't have time. I have work. I have my kids. I really don't have time to do any of this. And she goes, she said something. She was like, you're never gonna find the right time to start. You're never gonna find the right time. There's always gonna be excuses. There's always gonna be reasons for you not wanting to do any of it. There's always gonna be something like, I'll start tomorrow, and the next thing you know is like summer 2019, and you're never gonna get started. So it's like you have to like say yes today, start today, get on the nutrition. The nutrition is amazing. You guys know it's been operating successfully for over 36 years, and we are in over 90 countries. So it's like we can help anyone from anywhere in the entire world, which is amazing. Like, I have people from all over the world who I help and I coach. And I myself lost 35 pounds on Herbalife and gained 5 pounds in lean muscle. Prior to Herbalife, I used to go on many diets. I did diets like Ali. I did, the 6 meals a day. I also did like the lean things from like GNC. I tried a lot of things. I tried like all the protein powders, everything from GNC I tried. And it was something that I never really stuck with it, because I felt like nobody else is doing it with me. Like, I felt like if I wanted to do this, like, I felt like I wanted Eddie to do it with me, or like I felt like I needed somebody to do it with me in order for me to stay consistent and like do it long term. One thing that did work for me was the 6 meals a day. Although I used to spend so many hours in the kitchen cooking, because I had to do, my breakfast, I had to cook my snacks, my lunches, my dinners, because I always worked, right? So it was very, very hard for me. I had no time to be with my kids. I was, working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday, I would spend the day, doing the things that I had to do at home. I had to clean, I had to do laundry, I had to do so many things, do food shopping, all of that on a Saturday. So then Sunday, I would spend my whole entire day cooking in the kitchen to then go back to work on Monday. And then I was like, I lost 30 pounds that way, doing the 6 small meals a day. And then I was like, I kept watching, you know, Lynn Eddie, watching them, and I'm like, damn, boy, like these guys, like they just moved out of their apartment into some like gorgeous community with a pool and a gym, and I'm like, I need to get up on this like ASAP. So I hit Yanel up and I was like, what time is your fit camp at 10 a.m.? So it was 10 a.m. here at Van Cortlandt Park, which is like a few blocks from my house. So I decided to go that day. They were very, very happy to see me there. They were very, you know, everybody was very welcoming. I felt a little awkward because it was the first time that I was actually around people who were so positive. You know, all the way through my life, I've always felt like people always had judgment, like the way that they look at you right away. Your first, and you know, people's first impression is always is very judgmental, which is very, very sad. But there was judgment free. I was 35 pounds overweight when I first started, and I was alone. I didn't have any friends because I don't make friends at work because, you know, they're co-workers, so you really can't get too close to them. And I didn't really have much time to make friends and like hang out with my friends because I have a family. So like to me, my family is where everything is. So I felt alone. I felt alone in my journey. I felt alone if I needed some type of support, if I needed guidance. And then I'm like, I told you no, as soon as fit camp was over, I came home and I was thinking about it. I was like, this has to be real. This has to be something, you know, out of the ordinary. So I hit her up and I said, I'm ready. And then she was like, wow. She was so happy. So then she asked me, she goes, I would like to know why, because I told her I didn't want to be a member or nothing. I told her straight up, I want to go straight to distributor. I wanted to help people and I wanted to just do what they were doing because I saw what they were, you know, I saw them before Herbalife and where they are at now, and that inspired me. Though, you know, their stories, me watching them daily on Instagram, I was like, oh my God. So I told her, I was like, listen, I'm ready to do this. I want to be a distributor. She goes, oh my God, you know, it's the best decision ever. Best decision ever. I said, I'm ready because I feel like I've seen you guys grow and I want to help other people do the same thing. I was in a place where I wasn't happy with where I was with myself. I wasn't happy with my job. I had no time for my kids. I was like, I need to do this. I need to, like, you know, just get it together and do this. She goes, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do with you. You're gonna become my member for the first month. You're going to attend your first SDS, and that day that you go on SDS, then you can convert to distributor. Because when you become a member first, you see how your coach treats you, which is how you're gonna learn how to treat your future clients and your future distributors. So we did it like that. My first SDS was June 11th, 2017, and oh my God, guys, it was the Fit Dad 247, I think it is. He is Sharif. Oh my God, guys, this guy just like changed my whole life. That event, that SDS, changed my life. There was absolutely no way that I didn't want to know anything else other than Herbalife after that day. It's an opportunity where if you want to be very successful and have financial freedom and have freedom to do whatever you want with your time and your life, you can do whatever you want. Like it's an opportunity like no other. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't believe in it at the beginning because it's hard to believe into something that is so big. I was like, I don't know if this is real. Like, why is everybody doing it all of a sudden, you know? So I'm like, yo, this has to be something crazy. So I've been in Herbalife for a year now. I am world team member. and I'm gonna explain to you guys how you can grow your business. It's very simple. Can you give me a second, guys? Sorry. It's very simple. It's all about sharing your story, you know, being able to inspire someone, um, being able to be that person that people will want to be like and look up to. It's hard at the beginning because you're not open to sharing your story with others, because it's something that we don't naturally do. Plus we tend to think about what others, you know, might think about us, and in the end of the day, that's really what doesn't matter. It sharing your story and sharing exactly your struggles and what you've been through can actually hit home to many people, you know. Another thing about me was that I was a fashion buyer for 12 years, and I worked for Macy's for 6 years and for Rainbow for 5.5. For Rainbow, I lost my job in October of last year. And I lost my job after 5.5 years because I made a mistake with one of the vendors. Like, it was very small. I felt like I could have done something about it, but I didn't want to like go there, so I left, you know, I left it like that. It was very, very, very unreasonable, but I left it like that. And then that's when it actually hit me. Like, a lot of people live their lives, you know, and they just go according to their jobs, their 9 to 5s. Like, they live their life to their 9 to 5, and from one day to the next you could just lose everything and you'll have nothing to fall back on. I felt lost. I mean, my job was my everything at that time, right? It was everything. I had no other, you know, if I didn't have Herbalife, I wouldn't have had any other income, which is why I'm forever grateful for this opportunity that I was able to push in my time off. And Yanela and Eddie were so supportive, guys. She was like, Janelle was like, oh my God, like, I cannot believe this happened to you. She was like, you get 6 months of unemployment. She was like, build your empire in those 6 months. It was hard for me to even try to like focus on my business because I was hurt because of how they just like let me go. I was hurt, but I'm over that. I'm just like thinking how many of us think that we have like a secure job on our 9 to 5, and at the end of the day we really don't. So my business right here will be everything for me. It'll be everything for me and my family, everything for you guys. If it wasn't because of your yes, I would not have been where I am today, right? So, you guys give me a second, I need to okay. Bye, you guys. Okay, guys, so if it wasn't because of your yes, I wouldn't have been here. So I am forever grateful for each and every one of you. It's hard. The business is hard, but remember, you work hard on your 9 to 5 to build somebody else's dream, not your dream. So you're working so hard on your 40 hours a week to help build a fortune for somebody else's dream and for somebody else's family. When here in Herbalife, you have everything in your hands, everything in your power to do incredible things. Incredible things. If you really, really want this, guys, it doesn't matter how long it takes you. There is absolutely no rush in this business. You go still work your 9 to 5 and do this part-time and build your business however which way. But as long as you never give up, you will be incredible. And if you were to put your 40 hours that you're doing your 9 to 5 into this business, I guarantee you will be press team in no time. And you can have, I'm gonna tell you something, President's team, their earnings are no less than like $50,000 a month. No less. Can you imagine the type of lifestyle that you can have with, let's say, 50 or $100,000 a month. Like, that is unbelievable. So I'm gonna explain to you guys a little bit about